Hello everyone, how are you? It's Trent Austin from Austin Custom Brass. I'm actually in my home studio today. First and foremost, our thoughts go out to everybody who's been affected in these incredibly terrible, tragic fires in Los Angeles. I have friends who have lost everything, and it's mind-numbing. But we want to let everybody know that everybody here at ACB is keeping them very close in our thoughts. So I thought I'm home for a vacation, and I thought I haven't done a live noodles in a long time, and I brought this beautiful, 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 did I mention it's beautiful? Trumpet home to do a actual video for the shop. So I thought it would be good, as my dad used to say, kill two stone, by doing a live noodles on this beautiful AR Resonance. I don't know if you can see that, Romantica. So welcome. If you haven't been to a live noodles session, it's quite simple. All you need to do is put a song request in the comments, and hopefully I will possibly be able to play it. I don't know. And we also love to see where you're chiming in from. And if you have general questions about this incredible trumpet, let me know in the comments. I'm happy to talk about it. So let's see if I have any requests. So, great. Now, I wanted to say, just to let people know, this is extremely raw audio that you're going to hear. I have a beautiful microphone right down here from my friend Michael Barkley Microphones, but there will be no reverb, no compression, no EQ, no sweetening. It will literally be a signal that the horn goes right into the mic, which goes right to you. So great. My Romance, perfect. Let's start with that one. So let me know how the audio is, and of course keep those comments in, and if you have questions about this beautiful trumpet, let me know. First live noodles of 2025. Oh! That was a little My Romance in, I think, 4 keys. I don't know. Yes, I should have played C sharp, but C sharp costs extra on a winter day. But if you're just tuning in, this is Live Noodles, first Live Noodles of 2025. I have a few different channels going on right now in the stream, and I am featuring one of the finest trumpets in our shop. This is the AR Resonance Romantica. Antonio has many, many different horns, and this horn is suited for, I think, in his opinion, someone who's looking for a slightly more of a vintage trumpet feel, but with all of the modern elements that he makes in his horns, which is incredibly easy, smooth, free-blowing trumpet. You'll also notice that, hopefully you could see that, the lights might not make it. Let me zoom in, actually, so hold on. Close up. You'll see here that this has a sleeve. I'm actually using one of his mouthpieces. I have 5 or 6 mouthpieces here for this stream, but this has a sleeve. I think one of the greatest things that Antonio has done to really make the trumpets play so well is this threaded gap receiver. I put in a purposefully large gap in this setup. I have a 2 gap as well, and the 4 gap, let me zoom back out here, sorry about that. The 4 gap makes it feel more like a Martin Committee, in my opinion. Looser, warmer, thicker, richer. It's really incredible, just this setup. And the cool thing about this is, watch this, I'll take this off. It takes no time at all to take this out, 5-6 seconds. If you put another one in, this is a built-in sleeve, and then this one is a 2 gap. So I'm actually just gonna play a little bit more of my Romance, but with this, and it should be a little crisper. Hopefully you'll hear that. So bore size is overrated. If you only judge a trumpet on bore size, you are missing out on so many elements of what makes a trumpet work. You can't judge a trumpet's playability by just bore size. I have a great mini lesson on that, by the way. You can check it out. So that, I don't know if you heard just how crisper that was with the 2 gap, but he has a series of 5 inserts here. Again, that light is a little, let me zoom in just one more time. You were gonna get to song requests, so make sure you put your song request there. So let's see if it will focus not on my head, but on this insert. So you just take your mouthpiece and you put the insert, and then you should be able to see how there's a gap right there? This is set up to be a larger gap, but if I take the other one out, there you go. That's a smaller gap. Crisper, a little cleaner, a little more focused just by changing the gap. Same backbore, by the way. Same backbore and almost the same mouthpiece. This is actually a slightly deeper mouthpiece, but it sounds a little brighter with a smaller gap. Amazing, right? All right, so let me look at some of these requests. Let me show you a picture of just how beautiful this horn is, though. And I love the fact that he did a polished bell on this. Check this out. Hold on. Boom. There it is. Oh, wow, we've got a lot of stuff here. Australia, great. Nearness of You coming right up. That's like one of my favorite songs. You Go to My Head, amazing song as well. This is a common question. Vintage sounding versus modern sounding. Let me turn off this and vintage sound. You think about I always think vintage sound as being two sides. It can be either really bright and precise, think of like a really crisp Benge or Bach or maybe Besson trumpet from the pre-World War II era. Or you could think of the club sound, the rich, dark, smoky, thick, warm, be it the Martin Committee or the Martin Handcraft Imperial or the Olds recording, Selmer kind of side of things on that, a Bisher, that sort of deal. This horn, I think, has the elements of both horns. It's so cool, and you'll get to hear that. It has the elements of a really dark jazz trumpet, thick, warm, rich, with a small bell, by the way, which is very cool. We'll get to that in two. And it has the crispness and the precision of something like an old super recording. Antonio's really thought this trumpet extremely well out in terms of the balance of this horn, and it's really remarkable. So, a couple song requests. Nearness of You. Here we go. Let's switch the mic. Keep putting those song requests there. And if you have questions, please put them up. Again, I'm monitoring a few different streams. I might miss your question, but I'll take some time to go through this. And if I do miss the question overall, you can always email the shop and we can get that to you after the stream. So I'm doing all this by myself. Sometimes I have someone monitoring it. So. Hopefully you can hear some of these sound differences. It's very, very nice. And again, thanks so much for taking a few moments out of your day to tune in to Live Noodles here in the basement. So, beautiful horn. And hi, Andy. Hi, everybody. Roger, Roger, do you know the contrafact based on There Will Never Be Another You? There's a few of them, but the one that I know that most people don't is a tune called Split Kick. It's off a Clifford Brown live A Night at Burnland. Here's that. So, wow. Colin knows this horn. Don't you, Colin? You know this horn. Amazing, right? Feel free to talk about it. So, here's, let me, sorry. I'm going to just go back to, I just love the look of this horn. Whoop, there it is, baby. What a gorgeous looking horn, huh? Are you kidding me? So nice. Let me switch mics and play a couple songs. This is Split Kick, which is based on There Will Never Be Another You. Something like that. Something like that. Again, beautiful horn. I have a few links if you're wondering where to find this horn, of course. First and foremost, you can go right here to our page. You knew it, so I had to do some commercial things here. That's going to give you, if you're on the streams, hopefully you will see a link to our AR Resonance page. It has listings of current horns and horns that are pre-order. And Tony is incredibly fast when it comes to custom trumpet orders. In fact, he's one of the better makers in that regard. He can get a horn to me pretty quickly, actually. And it's amazing. Yes, you're paying a fair price. And this is probably the most expensive trumpet we sell in the shop. It's incredible. It's incredible. I'm not gonna tell you like it's not worth the money. It's totally worth the money. Now, I understand that that money might be out of a lot of people's budgets. So, but it is just an incredible trumpet. So, so let's get to some other. Oh, Stockholm, Sweden. That's so cool. Yeah. Where else do we have here? I'm just scrolling through. Joy Spring. I can't play Joy Spring. We just got a foot of snow in Kansas City. Of all the places, a foot of snow in Kansas City. Technically, it's the 4th largest snowstorm, and let me tell you, folks, they have no idea how to plow roads here in Kansas City. They are completely inept. Our side street is barely passable. It's ridiculous. Someone who grew up in Maine, when we had this is me sounding like an old bastard, but when we had 3-foot storms, like a day would be, you probably shouldn't go anywhere. But if you need milk, you can go out. This is like, 2 inches and the entire city gets crippled. So imagine a foot. It's not so great. I love the city, but boy, they don't know how to do anything about snow. So, Gianni, how are you, buddy? Another one of my friends from Australia. Hope you're feeling better, man. I saw that you on the mend. So, this is a great question. And in fact, I'm using a stainless steel mouthpiece of his. And Antonio makes great mouthpieces. Of course, I play my own mouthpieces, but I wanted to play this mouthpiece for this demo because it's his horn. And of course, it makes the most sense when you buy a super high-end horn to complement it with the same mouthpiece of the brand. Although our mouthpieces work great, especially with a 4-sleeve, and I'll play something with my TA1 just coming up. So, Pete Carroll, the snow did not remind me of home. It reminded me of hell. Oh wait, so no, I love my home. I miss my Maine roots, but the one thing that did, the watching the snow was nice, but seeing the plow trucks or not seeing the plow trucks did not remind me of home. They're idiots. They wait till the end of the storm to fix the snow when you could be tackling it the whole time. And anyways, so much love to you, buddy. Okay. I know I'm all over the place here. There is no greater love than what I feel for you. In fact, I'm gonna play this on my mouthpiece. Let me just do a quick little switch here. And while I'm doing that, it doesn't take too long to. Here's another picture of the bell. Whoop! And is that pretty or what? I tell you, it is a stunning bell. And you can see that seam. If you look at the top of that picture, you can see that beautiful seam. That these are incredibly well-made bells. Now, this Antonio does source out a few parts to his horns, like the valve is a Mino-Schmidt Ma block, of course. But he's doing so much work on almost all of the other parts on the horn, which is really, he even makes his own water keys. I mean, that's incredible. Let me take this picture off. And there is no greater love. And I'm going to use my TA1 on this, again with the 4th sleeve. The ACB mouthpieces in the shorter shank work wonderfully with his number 4 sleeve. Cool. Let's switch the mics. Oh, it's cold. It's cold down here. I'll turn that down. Anywho, I forgot. Sorry. The whole time I was playing, I was thinking, oh, Gianni had a question. I did not answer it. I'm so sorry. So, how do you think? Let me see if I can. Hold on. I'm going to just bring up my chat screen here. Tech. Let me just see. Ooh. I am sorry. I'm a little out of practice when it comes to this. I was going to bring it up so other people outside of the stream that you're watching could see it, but I can't figure that out. How do you think the different mouthpieces materials affect the playability and sound in designing mouthpieces? I can tell you what I feel with his mouthpieces. I actually really like his stainless steel mouthpieces, and I tried stainless with a few other manufacturers back in the day when I was going through my allergies, and I found stainless to be quite brittle and very aggressive. This is not, because I have found a nice combination that works for me, which is stainless top and bronze backbore. In general, bronze thickens out the sound, so if you have an overly bright sound, bronze tends to help it. If you want a little bit more crispness and precision in the sound, go for a nickel silver. That he makes those pieces in nickel, and then they're plated, which is amazing. He also does, I think, Damasteel, which is very similar to titanium, and buffalo horn, which is, in my case, buffalo horn is like my acrylic, slightly warmer, slightly richer. But it's a really nice option to have all of those things. So This water key, the question was, is that type of water key easy to service and clean? Yeah, it has a spot for a screwdriver. It's super easy to clean. So, Tom, thank you for the note about the TA1 mouthpiece. I play this mouthpiece all the time, so that's why it probably sounds a little bit better. So, okay, so this is a question from YouTube. And hold on, I'm gonna put up something. Just give me 2 seconds here, folks. I'm going to talk while I find the comment section, because I think these comments would be really nice to share with other people. I'm reading these off a third party. Let's see here. Thanks for being patient with me, because I'm just all over the place. So, but again, I hope everybody's doing well. I hope you're doing fantastic. And if I could find where the comments are on this software, that would be swell, but I can't for some reason. For some reason, they must have updated this since the last time I used it. And there we go. Hold on. Let's see here. I found more stuff, folks. This is exciting, I know. Don't fall asleep while I'm doing this. I apologize. So, there we go. Here we go, folks. It's been worth it, I promise. So, here we go. Check this out. That's what I'm talking about. So now you can, and I'll bring this down a little bit so you can see this comment. As sweet and creamy as you guys get on these smoky trumpets, this is not necessarily a smoky trumpet, and I'm going to show you why. It's a sports car. It can be as dark and thick and as rich as you want, and it can go right into your face and brighten up like mad. I will show you in just a second. But someone said, is this like a cornet? No, the cornets are different. And great comment, by the way. Cornets serve their purpose. It's like, I think a big trend in trumpet design the past 30 years is getting these dark, warm, rich, not trumpets, if you're following me. This is still very much of a trumpet. It's got a small bell. It doesn't have, like, this is an old A4 bell. Like, look. Now, this serves a purpose too, folks, of course. But, you know, this is a small bell that still sounds dark. This is super cool. And what I mean by that is, like, a smaller bell will help you keep your composure as a musician and the sound won't spread. When you get that sound that spreads, if you're playing as a single trumpet, it's cool. When you put yourself in a section of 4 trumpets, it's really hard, in my opinion. I think a smaller bell helps you blend with other trumpets really nicely. So, and of course, yeah, I mean, there's a lot about what the operators do. So, but let's see. But remember, this is live noodles, so you can ask for a song request. But I'm going to show you the difference between bright and dark by just playing this mouthpiece, and then I'll take this mouthpiece and I'll put my TAZ in, and you'll be pretty shocked by how bright this trumpet can get. So, again, tuned in to live noodles. I can't talk. Technically, I'm on vacation, but I'm here hanging out in my studio and just playing this amazing trumpet. I thought I'd share it with everybody. Donna Lee, Ray Vega, mwah! So, my man Ray, for you, Ray, of course. I don't know if I can play it. It's been a while, so. Here we go. Oh, wait, wrong key. Anywho, something like that. It's good to see you, Ray. Hope all is well up in Vermont. We've got snow here. You guys can have it. We don't need it here. I moved to Kansas City. When we moved to Kansas City, I thought, I was like, hey, it would be great. I won't have to bring my snowblower, right? Oh, what could I use that snowblower? So you just heard that sound. Now I'm going to play you something with my TAZ. This shows the versatility of this trumpet. Now the TAZ, hold on, I will zoom in. TAZ is, this is the TA1. Very flat. You can see how flat that rim is. Very flat V cup. Pretty deep V cup. This is the TAZ. Not as flat. About the same diameter. Shallowish cup. Sorry, extreme close up. So now, this is the TAZ. Hopefully you can hear that sound shape in your head. It's cold. I'm going to warm it up for a second. This is going to pop the mic, so I warn you. So the difference between the TA1, I'm going to go pretty quick now. TA1 here. And now to the TAZ, much brighter. Hold on. Not my thing. High notes are really not my thing anymore, but it's cool. And check this out. If I go to my FX, so it has this gamut of sound options, which is really great. Tony Devaney, how are you, buddy? Much love. Tony Devaney, Ray Vega, total badass cats, man. Heroes of mine, so it's very intimidating to play for them, but I love it. You're tuned into Live Noodles. If you haven't seen a Live Noodles, this is the first one in 2025. Can you believe it's 2025? It's crazy. And I'm showing off this trumpet. This trumpet, by the way, is for sale. I will put the direct link up. Hold on. You knew I had to give you a commercial spin. Otherwise, the cats in the shop who are working amazingly hard today, please reach out to them. They are amazing. My team is incredible. I'm very thankful for that. Here you go. Boom. That is the link for this exact trumpet. So you could buy it. I wish I could keep it. As you know, I pledged allegiance to my Adams family. And I'm playing Adams. But this horn, gosh, I could tell you the good thing about having a shop is that you get to have everything in the world. Like literally, I have so many incredible trumpets. The bad thing is I have everything in the world, and I'm tempted so much. And you could see that, but you know, the people that convinced me to open my company almost, let's see, 2009, wow, was Adams. They're some of my best friends, and I love Antonio, and I think he makes arguably the best trumpet in the world. If I didn't have the allegiance to Adams, I'm pretty sure I would have his horns. And if you've checked out the clip of his new flugelhorn, please make sure you do. It's redonkulous. It is so good. And we have one of those in stock at the shop as well. I think we also have a Feroce, and I think we're ordering in the next few days a Classica, a Feroce, maybe another Romantica. So just reach out to us. We have plenty of, we have hundreds of other trumpets as well, and trombones, tubas, euphoniums, and all those crazy things as well. Remember, this is live Noodles, so put your song request in. I'm going to scroll up and see if I missed any. So, maybe I haven't. Daoud. Oh, I don't know if I could try it. I haven't played any songs in a long time. I guess maybe that's the problem. So, but let's play Daoud. That's cheating. Something like that. All right, we got a couple more requests. Darn that dream. I'm going to put Ray's comment here, and I see a few other comments, and I will answer them. How do I feel compared to the Froce? The Froce is much more streamlined of a horn. I think the Froce is a little bit more aggressive. It's got slightly more defined slots in terms of the way it feels. Like if you were playing something more, straight down the middle. Sorry, switching mics all the time. Playing something more, more like classically oriented. I think the Froce is a little bit better suited. Although this horn still does it, I think this has just the way it articulates has a slightly different, more diffusion than the Feroce. The Feroce feels much more present. I don't know if that answers the question. Eric asked, will I be at TMEA? That's still being debated. ACB will not be exhibiting for a multitude of reasons. First, it takes 2 weeks to get prepared to go. Then we have to drive all our stuff down, because if we didn't, it would cost us. It is literally insane how much it costs to have something moved from the warehouse to the showroom floor. I'm literally talking like 2 pallets, $800 each time. That's just moving it. That's not shipping it down to Texas and back. It's ridiculous how expensive. So we normally rent a vehicle, we drive down, but the problem with that is it's time out of the shop, and we are just so, thankfully, we're so busy. It's not that we don't need the show. We really wish we could be there, and I'd love to be there, and maybe we'll come back next year. But just currently where we are as a shop, we're decided to not exhibit as Austin Custom Brass. I will hopefully be there, maybe. I'm still debating that, but probably Eric and Lexi will go and be at the Adams booth at TMEA. Sorry, I hope that makes sense. You stepped out of a dream. Hey, Pete, if you're still listening, you could tell me what the contrafact is written on You Stepped Out of a Dream. There's a few, of course. Like, we're jazz musicians, we always do these contrafacts, and we borrow, steal, whatever, from composers. No, we're cheap. We don't want to pay for the royalties on a song. But do you know the contrafact? It's on the thing to do. That will be your next hint. So I'll play it for you. I'm just going to stop because I can't. Oh, sorry. But yeah, Tony's got it. My man. Can't get to the E yet. That's that. It's always nerdy stuff. Back when I used to teach in the colleges, I always had lists of contrafacts, but now I don't play much anymore, so it's always I'm always forgetting these songs. But if you tuned in, by the way, if you're just tuning in, thanks for tuning in. Hope you're well. Our thoughts are definitely with all of our friends in Los Angeles right now. It's just shocking and mind-numbing just to see the devastation. It's really awful. If anybody in the Los Angeles area who plays trumpet has lost an instrument, reach out to us. We'll see what we can do to help you, help you rebuild. Please, I'm 100% serious there. We want to help as much as we can. So, but you're here for Live Noodles. Yes, it is cold as you know what, and you can't go wrong with Jobim. So, even if I play it, and I'm just demonstrating this incredible AR Resonance Romantica trumpet. If you're not familiar with Antonio's trumpets, you should be. They are incredible. Think of the great Sergei Nakaryakov. He plays Antonio's trumpets. Alex Sipiagin, Scott Tinkler, so many. Chad McCullough. There's just Ray Vega plays an AR Resonance. He was on this stream earlier. Lots of people playing these incredible horns, and justifiably so. World class. So, but Live Noodles means you can ask for a song, and so far no one stumped me, which is good. I'm not saying it's I'm saying it is possible, absolutely. So, but oh, that's right, Herman just got one. Duh, Herman's just got a Feroce, and if you don't know Herman Mahari, first of all, he's like one of the absolute sweetest people in the world, and you should know him. Two, he's one of the scariest trumpet players alive, and again, he's a teddy bear, but man, he could play the horn. An incredible artist, beyond words can imagine, and he just got himself a Feroce after, I think he played a Bach for a long time. He's been playing Antonio's mouthpieces for years, and he did bring the Bach in a couple years ago when he was here on break, and it was sad, and I said, man, you got to get yourself a new horn. He deserves a new horn for all of the great music that he shares with the world, and he got himself a Feroce, and man, he sounds ridiculous. So you should check him out. But please put a song request here, and hopefully I know him. But what song have I been learning? Yeah, I can play this one because I've been learning this one. Maybe I can. I don't know that. Remember, I'm learning. Nobody wants to hear me practice multiphonics. Hocus Pocus, Lee Morgan. Don't know if people know that one. Anywho, you've tuned into Live Noodles. Thanks so much for tuning in. Check out this beautiful AR Resonance trumpet at the shop. There's so many great pictures of this horn that my photo genius Roman has taken of this amazing trumpet. Look how good this trumpet looks. Maybe. Oh, no, you can't see that one, but you can see this one. Nope. Sorry, Ray. That one. That's the one I want. Woo! Look how great that is. And we'll take a couple more questions, but if you have more questions about this horn, happy to answer them, of course. Just got to get that water out. So, And if you ever want a good chop challenge, do these live noodles. So they're like humble pie. So here. How about a moment of anything big man? My pick. I could play this one. This is my favorite. It's not really a big band, but it is. 1939. It was actually technically deemed the song of the century. Billy Butterfield. I'll step back a little bit so you get a little bit more room sound. Just want to just comment on just how accurate this horn feels. It feels like the targets are so incredibly centered where you're just not going to miss something. And trust me, my chops aren't in great shape. They're in pretty good shape, but they're not in great shape. They're not in my pre-shop days shape. But it's just one of these things that I think that Antonio's horns have over any other trumpet is a feeling of stability. Is a feeling of like where you know the notes are. So like if you do like slurs, for instance, slurs. Just like just so easy. Just so incredibly, oh sorry, not on my talking mic. Just very fluid, really fluid. And then, of course, you can hear it when you do chromatics. If you do chromatics, and I can do chromatics soft right on the microphone, you'll hear just this fluidity this trumpet has. It's just so awesome. Stability of the pitch not changing when you're playing it loud to soft. Again, these are things that the high end horns have. Just Friends, Lovers, No More. Here you go. just so stable. I just love this horn. But I've loved every one of Antonio's horns. It's hard to pick a favorite, although I think probably for me personally, the Feroce makes the most sense. Just the styles that I play and the musical practicality. It also makes the most sense, where I can sit and play second trumpet in the jazz orchestra, which is my chair here in Kansas City. I've used it to play first trumpet in the symphony, like on a pops gig. There's lots of things like that. But this Romantica is pretty stunning. Whoa. Thanks again for tuning into Live Noodles. It's been a super fun pleasure hanging out with y'all. I hope all is well. If you need anything brass related, you know how to reach us. In fact, I'll just share that with you. Woo! Hold on a second. The modern science and technological advancements here. There you go. Please don't hesitate to reach out to us anytime. info@austinCustomBrass.com, 816-410-0826. We have so many incredible horns in stock. We have an amazing team. My team is so incredible, and they'll be ready to help you find your dream trumpet. Like this horn right here. This horn is amazing. So thanks for watching. Hope you're doing well. Happy New Year. Happy New Gear. And we'll see you soon, okay? Maybe not. Ciao.